Welcome to the Patio. This is Life from the Patio. Today we're going to talk to you a little bit about Ron DeSantis and his view on immigration, how that's changing the world views immigration. One of those hard-to-find bourbons that we have on studio on set. We're going to give a try here in just a little bit. We're going to hit the quick tanks. We got a new segment today coming to you. Gary has he's got a new segment he's going to help promote, make someone feel better about themselves. Someone been getting beat up all week.
Yep.
And so we're going to get to that. And then those of us that are Razorback fans here, we're going to talk a little bit about the Razorback game last night.
Yeah, that hard-fought victory.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out, too, anybody who's ever golfed with Scoff, as myself has, it's nice to have a cheering section when you suck at it.
You don't suck, Jamie. Everything's handy.
Yeah, that's handy.
Everything's handy.
That's handy.
That's handy.
Your hands are handy.
2 feet, 3 feet. It's still a handy shot,
Yep.
right, Scoff?
In play is good to go, son.
So there's been a lot of interesting things going on in the world, particularly on our southern border. There's an influx of people coming across the border. Governors in those states, specifically Texas and Florida, are really struggling with handling all of these people. This total and they've taken to sending people to other parts of the country. I guess you'd say they're sending them to blue states, to Democratic cities.
So they're going on vacation.
But yeah, they're sending them away. And so Ron DeSantis, some are saying he does not understand how immigration even works. DeSantis, this is an opinion article, but
Aren't they all?
Yep.
So Ron DeSantis is recklessly playing with human lives to create chaos in our immigration system. So there's this immigration narrative. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis put his own spin on a popular tactic of Republican presidential hopefuls this week when he sent flights of migrants to Massachusetts.
All right. It was 50 people, right?
Well, according to this, he sent flights.
Well, that's the first thing that drew my attention.
I think they're private.
Were they like single seaters? I mean, how can you not get 50 people one flight?
Well,
Or is that
I think they're
riders taking liberties?
I think they were private jets, weren't they?
Well, I'm sure. Well, you going to fly? I mean, do they allow non-private jets in the Martha Vineyard? I mean, let's be honest. It is a stunt. But so
it is
what?
a stunt.
But so what?
But why shouldn't they share the love?
Why does Texas, Arizona, why does all the border states have to deal with all the influx of immigrants?
Yeah, and you can get torn between this illegal, quote unquote, illegal alien.
I don't think you need air quotes on that. It's if you cross over, it's illegal.
Well, it depends on the administration and the rules that are set, but or how they're viewed, rather.
Well, how they're viewed, because the rules are clear.
But any part of this country that got an influx of people who have nothing. Let's face it; these people have nothing when they come here. These people have nothing when they arrive.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like the obligation of the state that they arrive in or the people of the area to support these people.
Does the federal government offer any extras to these states?
I don't know.
I don't think they do. But here's the thing. DeSantis made a good point. The immigrants that came to Florida were illegal. So therefore, he sent them to sanctuary cities where they were not illegal. So it seems like he was trying to help out the immigrants.
All right, I got to say something real quick because it's bothering me. It's DeSantis, right? Not DeSantos?
You're right.
Okay. Because you said it, and it really hurt my ears.
I'm sorry.
We'll just call him D-San.
We're from the South, so we're trying to make it
There's a lot of words
as short as we can.
D-San.
Mm-hmm.
I like
so
it.
We're just calling the D.
DeSantis chartered 2 private planes to scoop up people, most of whom arrived to the U.S. from Venezuela. But he flew the planes to Texas.
He flew them?
Well,
Holy
he
shit.
had the plane.
His arms must be tired.
Actually, there's a video I saw. He was flying a plane, so maybe he could.
He may, yeah.
But he sent planes to Texas to pick up these individuals and then flew them directly to Martha's Vineyard. I don't know about you guys, but I'd have probably got on that plane.
I would have never left Martha Vineyard. I mean, can you imagine if your options to be homeless, Martha Vineyard be high on the list?
So really,
so.
What's going to happen to these people now?
They moved them to a air base or to a military establishment.
So if they make it north, they get moved to a military establishment.
Yeah, that's because that's loving. That's how the social justice warriors see themselves as taking care of people. They just kick them out of their area. It's easy to not to care when it's not your problem. It's like I'll go on record as an Arkansan. I'm all about fighting off hurricanes because it won't affect me.
That's right.
The Fighting Hurricanes.
Fighting hurricanes.
Did we play them at some point?
You talking about Jonesboro, Arkansas, or Miami?
Yeah,
Miami.
actually we did play. No, we don't play either, do we? Yeah. So this Reagan launched a system in '86. It gave legal status to nearly 2.7 million undocumented people.
Yeah, but that just happened one time. That was mainly for Cubans, wasn't it?
But it was not designed to accommodate the challenge of 6,000 to 7,000 people arriving daily at the southern border. Daily. The population of the city we live in, just slightly larger than that, every day is coming across the border.
So right now they don't need the vote, so they don't need Hispanic people in their area, right? If this was time to vote, they'd be all about.
No, that's a
bringing
really
people
good
in.
point. I mean, yeah, because if Martha Vineyard was in a red state,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah, so see how many people they're flying in when it comes time to vote, and they're griping about people being flown in now. They won't be complaining then.
Well, weren't they flying them in and sending them to like Tennessee, a red state? Isn't that what Biden was doing?
But was that under Biden?
That was during Biden's administration.
Well, I couldn't remember. I know they've been sent to New York, Chicago, Colorado, Tennessee, apparently Massachusetts. I always get that Massachusetts wrong.
Well, but so it's an interesting topic that DW brought up because there's polls that would indicate almost the opposite, that 65% of U.S. Hispanic voters support closing the southern border until immigration crisis is solved.
I work with a lot of immigrants, and the bulk of them are, even the ones that are here illegally for some reason, are against open borders.
Well,
I guess they think I made it. Let's shut it down behind me. But
Most of them are also pretty good people, and they work all
They
the time.
work.
Right?
Yes.
How many times do those guys call in sick,
and honestly, a lot
not
of
show up for work?
Never.
a lot of those people from the southern border are also conservative, really and truly.
Well,
but then they're also going to need jobs.
Yep.
Well, me and guys have had discussions before, and that was always my question to them. They were, especially during the Trump administration, they were like, Trump did this, and I'm like, I'd ask them, why do you not lean Republican? Because you're heavily Catholic, you're anti-abortion. I mean, there's a lot of things that would lean Hispanic voters towards the right.
So if we have so many people coming across the border, and there's this debate. I don't think anyone lacks compassion. That they feel like there's people bringing small kids over. We have to show them some type of. If they make it here in the States, you need to show them some type of, support. Maybe not monetarily, but we have a worker shortage. We have this influx of workers.
Well,
why not let us put them to work?
Hold up. Our worker shortage, though, can be solved by the people we have in the States right now. If we cut back on some benefits and force them to work, we wouldn't have a worker shortage.
I don't know if that's true.
You know?
Nope. I think there's groups of people that just will not work regardless of.
So you think if they had zero food at the house and the government wasn't there to support them, they would just starve?
They'd find another way.
I don't know.
They'd find another way. But the other part is we make it so difficult to hire people anyway, and then most of the people that have come across that are working are getting cash paid money. They're getting paid in cash.
Yep. It's
not tracked by the government. So let's tax them. Let's get it so it can be taxed. There's so many things that could actually help everybody and take advantage of this situation, but we refuse to do so.
Well, not to mention they're also getting free health care and stuff like that because they can't get health care because they don't have Social Security, numbers and whatnot.
But they don't get denied health care.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why they get it for free.
You can't deny them health care.
You cannot.
No, they have Social Security numbers. I've actually went to a flea market before and with guys and got Social Security cards.
At the flea market.
Oh, this is a good looking number.
At the flea market, that's right.
I'm gonna use this on my lottery ticket later.
Driver's license. Look, I got some squirrely looks. I was the only white dude walking around this flea market, and I looked suspect.
Well,
they thought I was fed.
You do look a little squirrely, and you like nuts,
That's right.
There was no doubt when they looked at you that they knew you'd been fed.
They probably thought you were a what do they call it? A wolf. That's what do they call the one taking them
A
across?
coyote.
Coyote.
Oh,
that's
coyote.
it.
Coyotes.
Yeah.
I'm a wolf.
It looked like he ate 3 coyotes.
Yeah, it was an interesting day. Me and another dude went down to the flea market. Guy needed a new Social Security card, so we all loaded up, went down there. There's I mean, this flea market.
Why would he need a new one?
He lost his old one.
Oh, okay. Just like us.
Well, he did do
love
driver's
them.
license too. I mean,
Oh, okay.
That's
like,
drivers.
Do you get those at the flea market?
yeah. Like we go to the DMV and stuff to get ours, or the
flea market?
like a flea market.
You don't have to pull a number or anything.
What do they charge at the flea market? Maybe we should all go
It's
to the flea
expensive.
market. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, these
Most
guys are
of the
paying-
IDs I've seen are horribly made too. Like,
Oh, yeah.
So it's not
Photoshop.
like it goes, your name is now.
Like you should just
Gary
save your
Scott.
money and not even get it. It's
like the
they're
guy that went
terrible.
with me, he got a haircut the day before, so it was like driver's license had his new haircut. I mean, it was
Oh, nice.
It's hilarious.
So is it like a BOGO? You get your driver's license, then you also get your
No,
Social
you
Security?
do get a discount if you're getting both the IDs
Oh.
at the same time.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You should.
But dude, like we walk around there, the Mexican street corn with the mayonnaise and
Oh,
stuff on it.
nice.
They give you a piece of street corn, you eat off the
Okay,
first
so-
layer, and that's where your
So it's like
Social
holiday.
Security card and ID are.
So
It was
going
awesome.
to get your Social Security card and your driver license is like holiday with the illegals.
Are you speaking like your European holiday or vacation?
It's a holiday.
Okay, like you mean like a
yeah,
holiday?
like
not-
a holiday. No, I
you-
said it like a
All
holiday.
that queen talk. He supports the queen.
Look, you royal supporter over there.
Well, I know. Yeah. By the way, she's still not in the ground.
What?
That's
By the
sad.
time this drops on Tuesday morning, she still will not be.
Is
Well,
she-
maybe she will be by then.
Is she
It'll
a
be close.
queen or James Brown? Because he was out for like 45 days.
Well, he was the king.
Michael Jackson.
so
How long did it take him to bury Michael Jackson? It was a while, right?
They haven't buried him yet.
They-
They stuffed him, and
I was about to say.
didn't they? Didn't they stuff him?
I hope they didn't
Michael
put him. I
Jackson?
hope they didn't put him in a child museum.
Good gosh.
Good Lord. All right, we're going to move on for this, but I think it's clear we're probably going to be talking a lot more about migration. Migration is what birds
you
do.
said Michael Jackson.
Immigration.
It is migration though.
It is just like
It is.
migration.
It is, yeah,
it's just like duck season.
Maybe the summertime they'll go back south.
No,
Michael-
maybe the
Michael-
winter gets cold enough they'll go
Yeah.
back south.
They really didn't stuff Michael Jackson, right?
No, well, I don't
Okay.
know. I don't
No,
think so.
no.
He's in a child's museum, got a string on his back. You pull it, it says, hee hee.
I think we could do. I
Jamona.
think we could do a TikTok on that.
Yeah, 3 or 4
Yeah,
sayings.
you pull the string.
Yeah, what really happened to Michael Jackson?
I want a Michael Jackson doll. That'd be cool. If you pull
Look,
string.
I'm creeped out by dolls anyway. If that thing came to life,
All right, moving on. We got a treat for us
yeah.
today.
What we drinking?
I was just actually a day or so ago. I was in our local establishment, which partakes in the selling of adult beverages, and just on the top shelf, there's a bottle of some elusive bourbon.
He caught it in the wild.
Where'd it go?
Henry McKenna 10.
What?
10-year-old.
What is-
Henry McKenna 10.
Let me see that bottle. Let me see what you're saying.
Bottled in bond. Henry McKenna. 10-year-old.
Henry McKenna, single
10-year-old.
barrel.
Who is
Kentucky
Henry?
straight, bottled in bond, bourbon whiskey.
Yeah, this is one that's hard to find. I have not tried it yet. I don't think it. Have you ever tried it, W? You ever
Like
had this?
it gives a date when it was barreled and the barrel number
I thought it was the
When was it barreled?
7-11-11.
7-11-11.
We
That's a
all
lucky
about-
dead gum number. Oh,
100 proof. Let's see what we got kicking.
all right. So let's see here.
I got my bush light open in case I got to chase this
Yeah,
thing.
Donnie, give us your first of the smell. What's your thoughts of the smell? Let's let Donnie tell us about.
Smells like bourbon.
I pick up hints of vanilla.
Oh, get out of here. We're
pick-
not that good.
I
Y'all
pick
taste it.
up hints of.
Are we
alcohol.
tasting it?
I pick up hints of rubbing alcohol.
Yep,
Yeah, hints
alcohol.
of rubbing alcohol,
No,
definitely.
no, it's not isopropyl alcohol,
let's-
guys. I guarantee it.
It's prison hooch.
You'll go blind if you drink that. Oh no, you won't. It's methanol.
That's
My
pretty
bad.
good.
Okay, I'm not digging it. It tastes like heartburn.
I like it.
You may have got the neck pour because I got to tell you, it's
He does
smoother
have-
than I thought.
It did taste a little bit like heartburn. Like, you know, like it comes back up. You know?
That's
Yeah.
the,
But
it's 100 proof.
Well,
It's
look,
got a little burn.
there's water in front of us. Yeah, everybody here knows I like to crack spirits. I'll crack them and see what happens.
If it burns, that means it's
Yeah,
working,
give me a little
guys.
shot of that too. Actually, I like the flavor.
I do too. It is, but now my ears are warming up.
Oh, that's
I
way
feel
too
warm.
much water.
A little more.
You guys over there cracking the spirit.
Here, I'll pour my own water. That's way too much water.
I can hear better now.
I can smell better, that's for sure. I might not smell
There's
better.
my lips smacking. I'll have to cut that out. But
No, that makes it tastier.
All right.
Crack it, add water to it. I do enjoy it a little more.
that's not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Now that was an over $50 bottle. It's not a really expensive bottle. It was over $50 bottle, so it wouldn't fit in our top 10 under 50.
So I think it's good. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's nutty, spicy, whatever. I don't know. I just think it tastes okay, but
Dude said it was nutty.
I've definitely had better.
That's what she said.
Like, I think that Angel's Envy. I don't know if they're around the same price.
It's nutty.
No, that's
Angel's
cheaper
Envy and the
than
rum.
that.
Yeah, the one in the rum cast.
You
yeah,
taste the
that
nut, Gary?
stuff's awesome.
I taste a hint of happiness.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
What else is in there?
You need some love, honey, Gary.
Well,
Do you taste any despair?
no, that don't come till later.
It's not.
Gary actually looks very happy. He's drinking
I'm a
his
happy
bourbon.
day. I got a happy day going on today.
I mean, y'all know this is a little different than what I typically drink, but I mean, it's not bad.
He's happy because he is the only one of us that has a Life from the Patio T-shirt.
I sure do.
Yes,
Go
we
to our-
will soon have merch on the
Yeah,
website.
we'll have
but,
merch.
but right now he has a life.
That's
from
what the
patio.
cool kids
Where
call
did you get
merchandise.
your life from the patio? T-shirt?
Me and my wife made it. We have a Cricut cutting machine, so we used our imaginations. Imagination. We used it.
All right.
What's that?
Well, that's the music
step
going
away
on.
from the bourbon.
All right, so look,
That's the music in my head as I'm making these shirts.
Would you say that it reminds me every time the word condensation comes up, I think of the was it Sesame Street?
I'll tell you what ain't condensating.
Condensation. Yeah.
All right, so the whiskey, I guess everybody gives it a thumbs up. It was good.
I give it like a sideways thumb.
So thumbnail.
How many thumbs you got?
I'd rather have my Four Roses single barrel, but
Yeah,
it's still okay.
Yeah, no,
It's okay.
sitting around with your buds it's a good drink. But hey, when you're enjoying life on the patio, it's hard to find a bad
Sit
drink.
around with your bugs.
One of my favorite parts to the show: quick takes.
Quick takes. All right.
This is where we
Rapid fire.
rapid fire quick takes. This is where we talk about things, headlines in the media, and get your response to them. I'll keep you on point.
I'll fight you.
Okay. Don't
Hey, speaking of which, one of my TikToks that I do put on there, he was going to want to fist fight me.
Oh, he did?
Like what?
Hey, I'll pay to see this. Let's
Like,
go.
well, I don't know what he looks like. Just chill out.
Well, but your TikToks are
I just wanna see
they
it.
can be kind of
This was the
attacking.
one attacking. Really?
You attack mom.
No, it's mom.
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 You attack mom.
The real mom.
They tell you he was going to beat you to a bloody pulp.
Yeah, well,
A bloody pulp.
he said you can't knock my teeth out. I ain't got none.
And you better not call the loo. Or is the loo the bathroom? Or is that the
That's the
police?
that's the bathroom. Lose the bathroom.
What's the police called? They're called
Poppy or puppy? I don't know. Please.
puppies. All right,
Police.
let's get to rapid fire. Quick takes. Here we go. Woman said she was invoiced after unsuccessful date.
What?
What?
A woman went on a date with a guy.
Oh, nice.
He took her out.
Uh-huh.
The date did not go as he expected, so he sent her an invoice to pay for her portion of the date.
You know what? More, I love it. I'm in the affirmative on this.
Oh, you like it, Gary?
Yep.
I'm sort of with him, but I wouldn't have done it. No,
You would not have
no,
done it?
I'm a gentleman. You know, chivalry. You gotta have some chivalry out there. You know,
Why should we have chivalry if they're not ladylike?
what? She may be ladylike. Maybe he
She
was
may be
not a good.
ladylike.
Maybe he was not a good
Hey,
person.
we shouldn't be held to the old standards if we're not holding women to old standards either.
I think she probably dodged a bullet.
He
with
might,
that
be, he might be
crazy
an
dude.
accountant.
I'd
So he might be a new hire for the IRS.
But what does this really say about us as humans, as people?
Oh, we're shitty.
we're cheap. We're a bunch of cheap ass.
People are terrible. I don't know why this is a newsflash. We've committed atrocities the entire life or history of man. Why stop now?
So how does this go along with the fact that men aren't getting married these days? Because this fella right here, if he's invoicing her for a date, he's probably not going to enjoy marriage too damn much.
Men are getting married because if you walk around the street, a lot of women think they're dimes when they're really like nickels.
Well, here's what I think it is. I don't.
This is like Jamie's favorite topic right here.
Nichols.
All them filters and stuff.
Here's the thing. I don't think today's society really knows how to take calculated risks. That's what it is. So when you go on this date,
Not sure what
that's
that
here's where we go.
Tidy, Gary,
Here
I'm
we go. I'm
lost.
gonna tie
I'm
this in. I'm gonna double knot it. Have the rabbit go around the tree in the hole, sort of thing.
All right, you got
Here we-
10 seconds.
I got
10
10
seconds for moving on.
10 seconds. So when you go on a date, You buy the food for your date. You're assuming you're going to take this further, maybe another date and whatnot. That's a calculated risk. All right, I'm going to put some money towards this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, his gamble did not pay off, so he wants his money back. Now he's being a big baby. The end. You done.
All right, next topic. Question. See if you even know the answer. What is gaslighting? You hear this all over the media.
Yes.
What is gaslighting?
Words that don't mean anything to make you mad.
No,
Okay.
wrong answer.
I was close.
Donnie, you know what gaslighting is?
Mm.
I always thought it's to like throw down a false narrative to like push agenda.
That's pretty stinking close. So
That's why I like to
it's
be
a
stinkingly close.
form of manipulation where the manipulator attempts to make their victim believe what's happening to them isn't actually happening, and their reality is untrue. So look, the entire media right now could be basically gaslighting America.
Yes, they gaslight.
Yeah, lying about or denying something that refusing to admit the lie even when you show them proof. So, no, I see that term. I didn't know if you guys know what it means. So, guys, do y'all know where the term gaslighting even came from?
No, I was just wondering that.
All right.
T.
At one point, people were standing out under the gas lights and they were peddling news.
Actually, that's probably a good guess. But it came from the 1938 play Angel Street.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then Alfred Hitchcock turned it into a play in 1944. The story follows a man convincing his wife she's going crazy so he can steal from her. When he turns on the lights in the attic to look for his wife's jewels, the gas light downstairs starts to dim, and he tells his wife it's all in her imagination, gaslighting her into believing the lights were not dimming. Boy, that's kind of
Dude,
simple,
That's dark.
Yeah.
though.
but it is dark.
Sounds like a lousy pitch for a movie.
it doesn't sound very good.
But that was like
that
when
was in 1944.
So what brought up the whole gaslighting? Is there a story behind this, or you just
that was
asked
during World War
No,
II.
it's all over the media. Now it's just like, you know what? I don't even know what that means. I thought, see what you
We
guys
know
think.
meme is actually from there's a God, I want to say it's a
It's from the two.
it's an old term meme.
Oh, I thought it was from the two words Mimi.
It's meme.
Oh,
All right, let's move on to the next topic. You guys may or may not like Jimmy Kimmel, but Jimmy Kimmel is now getting canceled over the Emmys. Have you guys heard about that?
Yes, I saw this.
I love this. Go ahead, tell me about it.
So he's finding out that sometimes performing a weird joke in public is not enjoyed by everyone. So the late night talk show host is being heavily criticized for what was intended to be a comedic bit at the recent Emmys. What was that, last Monday?
He
maybe?
didn't get slapped by Will Smith, did he?
no.
When he spent nearly 2 minutes pretending to be passed out drunk on stage when he was supposed to be presenting the award for Outstanding Writer for a comedy series, which was won by Abbott Elementary. I hadn't even heard of Abbott Elementary, creator and star Quinta Brunson.
For the record, I've pretended to be passed out drunk a lot of times.
No, I think you really have been passed out drunk.
That was reality, Jamie.
You're a really good pretender.
So many
Were you
pe-
gaslighting us?
I'm committed to my craft.
You were gaslighting us.
Many people perceive the joke attempting to draw attention away from the winner, who is the first black woman to be nominated 3 times in the comedy
Of course they did.
category for the Emmys.
That's gaslighting.
They're trying to make us believe it's real.
That is gaslighting.
Why don't you go and
I'm
just
gonna-
lay
I'm gonna
on
say-
stage for 2 minutes? I
I'm
think it's funny.
gonna go ahead and go on a limb and say I'm almost with them saying he was trying to draw attention to himself than her. Not saying if it's racial or not, but I didn't get the joke. It wasn't funny whatsoever.
It doesn't. I hadn't seen it, but they said he laid there, and she eventually just had to walk over the top of him to
Or she said-
receive the award.
She said she looked down at him and said, "Hey, I won, Jimmy," or whatever. Get up or whatever. And he just put his thumbs up and said he's okay, essentially, and laid back down. I didn't get the joke. It wasn't funny.
So maybe he really was drunk, and now he's gaslighting, saying
maybe
that
he
he
was drunk.
wasn't drunk.
But at the,
He said he got drunk on skinny margaritas, but
I mean, let's be honest. They're all fake people. They're paid to be fake. So
all actors, right?
yeah, I mean they're
right.
actors. I mean they're fake people.
And politicians.
They're fake people as well. So I mean, it's. I hate Hollywood. I'll just leave it at that.
No.
All right, next topic. They'll lead into it. Taiwanese nursing home apologizes for hiring strippers to entertain disabled veterans.
Dude, I love that.
Should never
Disabled
apologize
veterans
for that.
too?
A group of veterans in wheelchairs got more than mooncakes for Mid-Autumn Festival after a nursing home in Taiwan enlisted the services of a lingerie-clad stripper to celebrate the Chinese holiday.
Was one of the strippers named Mooncakes?
Are mooncakes similar to moon pies?
No, nothing like them.
Terry, you've been over there. What's a
I've been
moon
there.
cake?
It's like just a little custard type cake. It's actually pretty good.
Kind of like a flan or flan or whatever.
No, not
Flan.
really a flan. It's probably more like a little Debbie.
So you've been to Taiwan. What's a stripper?
I didn't think they had strippers in Taiwan.
Apparently.
You know what? Like I'm all for this. So once again, support the veterans.
Support the veterans in
Hey,
any way you can.
there were some pictures attached to this article, and these guys were so happy.
They really
Do you blame
were,
them?
man.
No,
And
they
look,
were so happy.
it's sad. They're all like really, really old. They've got to be like pushing 90.
I'm sure they are.
I'd be jubilated.
And there's not like they could. There wasn't much going on here. You see more in a bathing suit out on the beach in most places today.
But could you imagine being a 90-year-old man who you just
so
it's
to
such
be
a
fair,
shock.
like I don't even think the ladies actually got declothed. Like I think
They
they were
didn't.
just there in like a lingerie type thing. Like he said, the pictures are
That would be such a
people wear less to the beach.
a shot in the emotional arm that that makes you feel good.
Well, here's the thing: you got a lot of people going to nursing homes, and then the family members don't come visit the guy or female in the nursing home.
So
But the strippers,
but the
do.
strippers do, and you know what?
all right,
That makes
all
them
right.
happy.
Listen, our mission from Life of the Patio, we need to send a strippogram to a nursing home.
just random.
Random.
Just
Oh
random.
my! But somebody's got to go and like record that. Big Steve, would he record it for us?
Somebody disguised as an old man.
Like, let him know it's happening, right?
Oh,
But we have to, you know,
We'll have to put a mole in the nursing home.
We got to put a mole in the nursing home. Someone has to know someone in the nursing home being there to
oh
record it.
God, I'm about to holler.
Look, some of the responses on social media, this one's great. This comes from a fella. He says, I have a tons of beloved veterans in my family and life from World War II and Nam. This would be a beautiful moment in their declining days. They'd be talking, laughing about it for years after all they were
Years
young
may
once.
be a stretch.
I hope it gives some of our nursing homes the initiative to do something similar. And then, it's nothing but positive. But I'm sure somewhere out there, someone felt like it was real negative.
Yes, leave these old guys alone. They've served their country. They're on their last breaths. Leave them alone. Let them enjoy life. I don't get it.
they're a bunch of
Say
haters.
breasts or breasts.
Both.
Yeah.
they're on their last breast and breath.
They're just mad they didn't get strippers sent to their house.
I ain't mad about it.
I'm happy for it.
Dude, if there was a GoFundMe right now to we could just send strippers to, especially veterans.
Yes.
Look, I've done work at veteran nursing homes at the VA. It's a hard place to be.
Do you think they'd enjoy strippers at the VA?
Dude, it would liven up that place for sure.
Definitely. In more
Okay.
places than one.
For sure.
Next topic. Disney's releasing a live-action version of Little Mermaid, and it's getting quite some interesting remarks and comments. You guys heard about this?
Yeah, I did. I have a hard opinion on this. I don't care what color she is. I thought it was Halle Berry playing it. Apparently, it's some other chick named.
So
Holly-
you were disappointed when
I was. Yes, I thought it was Halle Berry.
Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey. I
A
thought it
beautiful
was-
girl. A beautiful girl.
but she ain't Halle Berry.
No, but she's a beautiful girl. So
How
basically,
old is Halle
Disney.
Berry now?
It don't matter,
She's
dude.
probably, what, 60?
73.
You ever seen Monsters Ball? I was hoping for that in Little Mermaid fashion.
that one of my first crushes as a young boy was on Halle Berry.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
dude.
It was.
Well, she came in second in the not American Idol, but
Yeah, I don't think American.
It was
Idol
American
existed
Idol.
back
American
then.
Idol.
it was what is Miss America? Miss America.
Did
Was she really?
Yeah, I think. I'm gonna look.
I think
this
you're
up.
wrong.
No, she was.
no,
She might have
no.
been second Miss America, but she
No,
was first
but-
in my heart.
Okay, so Little Mermaid, they've cast a young, beautiful young black lady to play what's the Little Mermaid's name? Was Ariel.
Can she act and can she sing? If
She
can
must
do
be
both of
able
those
to.
things.
Yeah,
okay?
I have no doubt.
But the
she's
thing is,
talented.
it's sparking
but
a
she's
lot
not
of
Halle Berry.
people. It's sparking a bunch of racist remarks, which are dumb. I mean, it's dumb.
It is stupid.
It's dumb.
Well, I mean, in fairness, she's a fictional character.
She can. Yeah.
Now I will say this. This doesn't really matter, but like when you're getting into the stuff like a black Batman would be stupid.
Why?
The character has canon already. The character exists. It is a what? Go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
But you now this is DC, okay?
Mhm.
But Marvel has done a very good job of transitioning from characters to characters. And if you were
Tell
to,
me who
Captain America, the
Th-
transition
no,
of Captain
that-
America
that-
is not complete.
that already exists in their canon though.
Yeah, but there's no reason they couldn't do the same.
But it's not the same character.
Look, they've changed Superman to be gay.
Yeah, that's bullshit too.
Or is that a different
No, that's
universe?
bullshit. That's bullshit too.
Or is he bisexual? One of the-
Whatever he is. But you know, there's already black. They're not Superman. There's already black characters from Kryptonia or wherever the hell he's from. It's just a different character. Why remake a character when there's already black characters out there?
Krypton.
Is it Krypton?
Superman.
I think it's Kryptonia.
He's from Krypton.
Kryptonia doesn't exist.
I like Black Panther.
Black Panther's an awesome
but-
show.
I thought Black Panther was an awesome.
Yeah,
character.
yeah. I mean, the show is all right. The character's great.
It's a cool story. I think I can't remember the actor's name, but I think had he lived longer, there probably would have been
Dude, he
more
was a
of
good
those,
actor.
and
He was a
they've been
good
really
actor. Yes, he was a fine actor.
What about Storm being a white woman?
She's not white. Storm's black.
I know, but it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Yeah,
work,
Storm's
right?
always
She's
been
just
black.
Not supposed to be.
Yeah, they supposed to say Storm's supposed to be black or supposed to be a dark skinned person.
She was the one of the most powerful
All right.
X-Men.
Let's
Absolutely
move on.
most
She
powerful.
was.
Yeah.
I love Storm.
Next topic.
She created a storm within me.
She played Storm, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, she was
Deep
Storm.
within your,
and Monster
in your
Balls.
soul.
It's not Monster Balls. It's Monster Ball. Isn't it?
Ball.
It was,
It's not balls. It's ball. Yeah, I said that
Ball.
wrong.
One ball.
Monster
Monster
Ball.
ball.
Who?
Yeah.
What was his name that was in that movie?
Sling Blade.
Yeah, married
from
Angelina
Arkansas.
Jolie.
Yeah. What's his damn name?
Dadgummit. Hold on.
You know, they carried a vial of blood of each other.
He's from Arkansas.
I want to say Johnny Depp.
No, it's not
No,
Johnny.
it's
Depp.
not
That's
even
another one.
All right, hurry up. You got to find out who it is.
come
I'm
on.
moving on.
Thor.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah,
Billy
Billy
Bob
Bob
Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton.
All right, this one's going to be. This is you guys are going to. It's probably going to have some long discussions. White professor sues Texas A&M for reverse racism.
Do what?
There's no such thing as reverse racism.
That's what I heard, but
It either
Richard
is or it
Lowry.
ain't, right?
Richard Lowry, a white professor at UT Austin,
That's a good seasoning, by the way.
has filed a class action lawsuit against one of the Lone Star State's other powerhouse universities, Texas A&M. Isn't that the little brother to Texas?
That's Texas' little brother. We
So-
play them this weekend.
So just
Or
look at
next coming weekend.
the definition of racism. Reverse racism would be
No racism.
no racism. So it's
So-
either racism or it's not.
This is
Yeah.
what he's suing for. He said he believes that white and Asian men seeking employment at the institution are actively being discriminated against to promote racial and ethnic diversity. Is this okay?
No, it's not okay. It's happening. Actually, it's happening in student enrollment in Ivy League schools too.
So Texas A&M has proclaimed that their goal is to establish a faculty whose racial composition attains parity with that of the state of Texas. So they want to have a racial balance with this, what the state of Texas is.
Like I feel this way about all jobs. I think you should just go by their qualifications.
Yes,
agreed.
that
That's
is not.
100%.
That is a
And I-
novel idea.
Oh yeah,
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, wow,
Crazy
right.
talk.
I think in America we just should get rid of race. You know, we're all Americans. We are people.
Well, we're one of the few. We're one of
are-
the only few countries that is such a hard
we
on
are
for race.
so diverse. We really are. We're
We
just
are a
people.
very diverse people.
We're a melting pot. Isn't
We're a
it?
melting pot.
Isn't that what they called us?
And I don't know anyone that likes to lose. You guys know people that like to lose at anything in life.
Nah.
Okay,
Not
so
really.
if no one likes to lose, you're going to want to build the best team you can build, whether that's a team in manufacturing, a team in construction, a team on the football field. Now, I know racism exists. There's no doubt. People are racist, and that you're not going to change them. There's nothing you can do to change them. But what you have to, but in today's modern times, I really hope and believe most people just want to put the best team together that they can possibly put together.
Well, yeah, because your team's success is your success. I always tell the guys that work around me, I want to be the dumbest guy in the group. If everybody around me is smarter than I am, it makes my job so much easier.
Yeah. Any other takes on this? I got a couple more here.
Am I the dumbest guy in this group?
I'm pretty sure.
From Jackie Moon, everybody love everybody.
I wasn't gonna say it, but since you asked,
Oh, man.
Gavin Newsom. You guys know who Gavin Newsom is.
California.
He's asking the Department of Justice to consider kidnapping charges on these governors that are shipping migrants out of state.
you can't kidnap the willing.
Yeah, well, I just got a good point. Now, I will be real honest. This is a bad way to look at it. Can you kidnap somebody's not a citizen of the country?
Yeah, probably.
You can't because
Probably.
people
Would it
people
be-
have
People are people.
So, yeah,
Would
but
it
do our
be-
laws apply to them?
Would it be trafficking?
Well, now they're already here.
It depends on if you know
You
what
can't-
that's
you
interesting.
can't traffic
That's
people
interesting.
here.
What's the
You're still
definition of
moving 'em, right?
trafficking?
I think we're talking about humanity laws now, Jamie.
But there is no humanity laws. There's there's laws for
pretty
sovereign
sure-
country.
So you go over. Let's pretend an illegal immigrant comes over here. You kill them. Is that murder?
Yes.
Is that murder? He's illegal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think trafficking would apply too, because you could take people and move them across the U.S. and you can still catch trafficking.
Because you were given
here's-
sovereign
but
rights.
here's the definition of human trafficking: is the trade of humans for the purpose of forced labor, sexual slavery, or commercial sexual exploitation for the trafficker or others.
It doesn't really matter where you are. I mean, you can traffic people. You can move a bunch of people from California to Arkansas for sex purposes.
Or to
Yes.
just work in a field. If
But-
you're moving
but
them
think
simply to
about-
do any work.
So think about the local guy here that was the lawyer that got caught up. I believe he actually caught a trafficking charge.
He
That
did.
group of
He
people
did.
caught a trafficking charge.
But so the people that DeSantis sent to Martha's Vineyard, though, traffic wouldn't apply to that because he didn't send them there for any of the listed reasons.
That's a good point.
All right, next topic.
But they were arguing about kidnapping, right?
Yeah, but I'm still not kidding.
Yeah.
But I'm still really curious if our constitutional laws apply to non-citizens.
I think once you, yes, they do.
Yeah, I'm sure there's
Unless you
laws,
have diplomatic immunity, they apply.
at least to
they do.
some extent.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. There's got to be a varying degree of that.
All right, next topic. Justice Department announces COVID fraud strike force teams, and they will operate out of Los Angeles, Sacramento, Miami, and Baltimore.
What? Well,
I thought he said COVID frogs.
Fraud.
You gotta watch out for those.
What is that? What is the COVID fraud?
They announced the creation of 3 strike force teams created to enhance its efforts to combat and prevent COVID-related fraud. They'll operate out of those places I just told you. The teams are comprised of prosecutors and agents from Department of Labor Office, Small Business Administration Office, and the Department of Homeland Security.
So what's the point? What are they trying to do?
It's like all the people that got all this free money they weren't supposed to. They weren't supposed to get because they lied on their application.
I didn't know they
since-
gave free money for COVID.
They
though.
did. Since the
They did.
start of this pandemic, they've
Crap ton
seized.
of it.
I missed that.
Since the
Is it-
start
is
of
it
the
too late?
pandemic, the Justice Department has seized over $1.2 billion in relief funds that criminals were attempting to steal and charged over 1,500 defendants. So that's what they're doing. They're going out and find the people who took this money, and it was the PPP loans, the small
I
business
thought
loans.
they forgave the PPP loans.
States. It was up to the states. Most states forgave those. But even then, if they forgave them, they're probably going out and find where they were fraudulent and go try to get them back.
I wish I'd got in on that myself.
You know, you had a lot of people that had businesses and applied for those and weren't honest about what they had going on, right?
It's crazy to think people, lied about these PPP loans.
All right,
taking
I've got
advantage of this.
2 or
It's
3
crazy.
more, and we're going to move on. But this one is also interesting, and this one makes me angry.
And we won't like you when you're angry.
There's a fundraiser for an Iowa teen who killed her alleged rapist, and she was. They tried to make her pay the family of the one she killed $150,000.
Okay, I think
But-
we need.
but-
Yeah, no. I saw this.
They tried to make her as a civil trial.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe the only reason I could see is this being an issue is like maybe she escaped and then went back and killed him. But no, she was still.
She was there.
She was there and decided to stab him while he was asleep.
So look, they launched a fundraiser because a teenage human trafficking victim who she was ordered to pay $150,000 to the family of her accused rapist for stabbing him 2 years ago.
Because the
right.
his
So
children
he-
would grow up without a father.
So
is
he
what they
basically
stated.
he raped, molested, whatever this girl, had her locked up in a room
Correct.
with him. He fell asleep. She stabbed him and killed him.
Correct.
Yep.
All right, so
Good
let's,
job, girl.
Yep.
But they ordered her to pay $150,000 in restitution.
Oh,
I'm gonna
idiots.
say this.
She got no jail time.
All right.
Say it, James.
The humanity in me says, yeah, I'm glad she killed this dude. But legally, she had the opportunity to escape without killing him.
Maybe
You don't know that.
Maybe not.
You
Well,
don't know
now-
that.
And I'm just reading what y'all
What if
said.
What if she goes to escape? He wakes up.
I'm
and
just,
kills her.
I'm just reading about what
Actually,
y'all.
yeah.
I'm reading what y'all said. Now, I'm glad the dude's dead. Don't get me wrong, but if you look, you have to look at the legality of stuff.
Was
No,
she
the
in
guy,
immediate
not the
fear of
kid.
her life? Essentially, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
right?
like I'm glad the dude's dead, but we
I
man,
guarantee you, if she's locked in the
you're
room,
saying he was defenseless at the time when he was sleeping.
She was. Y'all ever stabbed anybody?
no.
No, I have not.
Not on purpose.
Okay. Well, it
I
takes.
stabbed myself. once.
I did too. I did opening a toy one
It
time.
it takes a little bit to stab someone. Right? I don't know that she could have done that had she not been scared.
She had to be pumped up a
Oh,
little.
No, you're
people
probably
stab,
right.
people stab
Yeah.
people all the time. Not scared though.
No,
Well,
but
but
I'm
you're a
talking about
child.
this girl, right?
Yeah.
She was scared, dude.
Oh, I have.
These people are morons.
I think that at the end of the day, what I'm talking about is like not. I'm going to limb. I'm glad the guy's dead. The legality of it was: did she murder him for revenge or to escape?
I think it was.
And I know your knee
Does
jerk
it
reaction.
matter?
Yes, legally it does.
Because one's premeditated and the other one's for.
You can feel a certain way, but they don't change the legality of it.
Well, I mean, by rule of thumb, if you defend yourself and kill someone, the words out of your mouth to the police department should be that you feared for your life.
That's exactly
if
right.
I was on the jury, I'd find her innocent.
All right, Jamie. So what should she have done?
10 more seconds.
That's my question. What should she have done?
I'd kill him, but
Kill him. Okay. Should she maybe pick up the phone and call somebody? Did she have a phone available?
Could she escape without killing him?
Probably not.
Maybe not.
She'd find him.
Right?
He
and
would
maybe
find
that's
him.
why the court found the way they did. All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Jamie's actually going to get wound up on this one. That's why I want to move on.
Let's go.
Texas teacher on administrative leave after telling students to call pedophiles minor attracted persons.
Oh my gosh.
The size.
Look, I don't care.
No, listen, I'm going to tell you right
Maps.
now. I've said this. I've told the story to y'all. We see her at Big T's house. I don't know.
It was
2 years ago, and
maybe 3.
maybe 3 years ago. I made a comment that there's going to time comes that they will try to normalize pedophiles.
He actually did make that comment.
He did.
And I was told.
Actually, I looked at him and told him there's no way that happened.
And here we are, the people that should get up. Let me watch what I say. People that should be dealt with are now minor attracted people.
Maps.
All right, let me just tell the story here, okay? So a teacher in El Paso is on leave facing termination. This is a woman after she told students to call pedophiles minor attracted persons. In an incident that was captured on video and shared on social media, in an 18-second clip, the teacher
I saw the video.
can be heard telling students to stop calling them that. You're not allowed to label people like that. We're not going to call them that.
I would have labeled her right then.
We're going to call them MAPs, minor attracted persons. So don't just judge people because they want to have sex with a 5-year-old.
Would have made her cry.
Isn't MAPS another label?
Well,
Look,
yes.
But here's the truth.
It's friendly.
I would have named them FAPs.
I think fapping something else.
It is, but it works well.
Sounds a little disgusting.
But a 5-year-old. I mean, this lady chose to use 5-year-old as an example. This is just sad.
There is no such thing as a minor attract. Whatever you said.
Yes, there is.
No.
Oh, now you're defending them.
If you
Well, you're
have-
a legal
No,
expert.
they-
Jamie's our legal expert.
They exist, and they need to unexist.
Need to be throat punched.
Look, one of my favorite videos. I can't remember the man's name, but you see the video of the guy who murders the guy in the airport. They fly the pedophile back who had attacked his daughter or son. I can't remember. And this is in the 80s. And they're walking through handcuffs at the airport. He said that's one of my favorite videos. I'm like, it's a good ending. It's a emotional story. I love it.
All right.
I stand up and clap whenever I see a video.
I don't have an issue with it.
No,
California.
I
All
know
right, next topic. Go ahead.
What he
One
did
last step.
against the law at this point because this guy's in custody. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
but I also, as a father, understand. I get it.
Okay, so that brings us to the end. Here we go. This is a great lead in. It brings to the end of quick takes. I think it was a good discussion. As always, loved that part of our podcast. But we're now, and I'm gonna find some catchy music for you, Gary.
I need catchy music.
But now Gary's going to share with us his. What do we want to call this?
Catch-up music.
I don't know.
What do we want to call this segment?
I don't know. I couldn't come up with the name of the segment. Let's just call it
Gary strokes people. Because he strokes your ego. He strokes your ego.
Gary Strokes.
Gary Strokes. I like it.
Gary Strokes. Gary, who is your Gary Strokes person?
Who's Gary stroking today?
And what are you going to say good about this? First, you got to tell us how he's
I
been beat up this week.
I got to tell you the
It can
bad.
be a female.
It probably won't be that.
It's not a female.
This person is a person that's down, and Gary's going to bring them up.
I got to bring them up.
But tell us how bad they were this week. How bad their week was.
All right, their week was pretty bad. Now they have some good things to look at, good highlights. But I'm going to go ahead with the president, GM, and owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones.
He's had a rough week.
He did.
He had a very rough
All right,
week.
so I'm going to give you the bad first of
Yeah.
why it's not going well for my boy Jerry. All
You're
right.
struggling,
it's your
Jerry.
boy.
You're
Yeah,
struggling,
my
Jerry.
boy Jerry. He's from Arkansas, you know.
He is.
I did look
Yeah.
up. He was originally born in California.
I
but
thought
they
he was
moved to
going to
Arkansas.
stroke Dak.
No, it's Jerry.
Oh, Dak may have a bad year.
Yeah, his thumb's hard. He can't stroke back.
Well, Dak's not having a year. How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
How
So
about
tell
that?
us about Jerry's bad week.
All right, so everyone's aware that Dak went down this week. So he was on 105.3 The Fan in Dallas this week, and a lot of people were calling for him to sell the team so they can move on.
What does him selling the team have to do with him?
Because
They want him to sell the team.
they want him to sell the team, but he said he will never sell
Look,
the
how
team.
good he ain't selling that team.
He's not going to.
Nah, Jerry will spend money too.
So
Yeah,
maybe not in the right places.
No,
but
he'll
spend money.
He'll waste money.
So let's talk about them boys. That's what they call them, the boys.
Them boys.
Them boys.
How about them Cowboys?
So, all right. So let's look at it. They haven't won a Super Bowl since 1996.
God, boy, it's been that long ago.
Yep, it's been a long time ago,
Wow.
and I don't even remember them.
It feels like it was just yesterday.
It's
But
because they were so annoying when
They
they were
were.
winning championships.
They were.
They're gonna win a Super Bowl every year. That's what they say.
Them boys are, it's
Boys.
our year.
Every year.
It's been our year for
Yeah.
4
they're
years.
the Tennessee of NFL.
All right. So they are playoff record since 1996 is 4-11.
That's tough right there.
That's not good.
4-11.
4-11, and those 4 wins weren't consecutive. They were just one. All right. I didn't know this, but Jerry back in 2003 was voted the most disliked personality, a sports personality by Sports Illustrated.
What year was that?
2003,
Oh, my.
When's the last time they won a Super Bowl?
Just a second.
1996.
Just a second.
I didn't know this.
By 2003, he's the most unliked sports personality.
That was 20 years ago.
That was 20 years ago. And 20
That's
years,
around the same
Was
time.
Stephen A. Smith around then?
What
Or
was it?
what's the other dude's
That-
name?
they didn't like Jerry.
Because he them boys.
He them boys.
He
He them
boy.
boys.
He didn't,
All right.
he didn't build AT&T Stadium yet. That's why.
All right,
So-
Gary. So what's your good things you're going to say about Jerry?
Okay. So here's some
Yeah,
good
stroke.
things.
So let's
Yeah,
stroke
stroke.
him. Let's stroke
Let's
Jerry.
stroke him.
Let's
So
stroke Jerry.
let's have Jerry go.
Gary or Jerry?
No, Jerry.
Jerry. Okay.
And Gary. Let's go.
No, just Jerry.
No.
They rhyme.
No hand angels around here. All right.
All right. So I got a little bit to build him up, Jerry. All right.
Talk
so,
to us.
So first off, your team's name, the nickname America's Team. Okay, that's good.
That's positive. I guess.
That's positive. Your net worth is $12 billion.
Is he had the highest net worth of any other owner?
Nope, he is third on the list.
Third.
You know
Third.
who's number one?
The
There's-
guy
there's
that
some
owns
Yankees in
the
there, some Steinbrenners.
Jaguars is pretty high.
No,
there.
he's second. I
What about the
think.
Steinbrenners?
Con.
Do you know who number one is? And this is another Arkansan. You remember Waltons?
Oh yeah.
He just bought the
Walmart.
Broncos.
He's worth like 64
Did he? I
billion.
didn't know
Okay.
that.
I didn't realize the
yeah,
Yes,
he's
he
part
did.
owner of the Broncos.
Okay.
The
I forgot
Arkansas
about
Broncos.
He's numero uno. Jerry's number 3.
that. Life of the Patio.
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 Oh.
Partio.
We need to save that webpage.
Trademark right
Life
now.
from the Patio.
All right.
But we need to buy a team.
All right. And then also he's got
We got a long way to go.
he's got a really nice stadium. So we're looking at all these good things from Jerry. So I'm all about positive affirmations here, right?
Yep.
We like positive affirmations. You should always go in and look yourself in the mirror and give yourself some positivity, right? So, you remember the guy, Stuart Smalley? Look in the mirror and say, you're good enough, you're smart enough, and doggone it, people will like you. It had an effect on my life, impact on my life.
How the hell is this going to relate to Jerry Jones?
Because
you went
Jer-
all around this
Because
thing.
Jerry Jones is going to go in the mirror right now. I need him to do this. With
I'm
me.
guessing that mirror's trimmed
All
to
right,
gold.
we're going to need
All
to
right, so here we
refine
go.
this a little bit.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed Strokes by Gary. It's been the last
hold on.
one.
I envisioned about a 3-minute,
no,
4
here we
minute
go.
segment,
All
right?
Jerry has had the most uncomfortable stroke I've ever had.
All right, Jerry. Jerry, let's go in the front of the mirror. I need you to do this with me.
Look into the mirror.
Look in
Jerry.
the mirror and say, you're old enough,
You're old enough.
you're rich enough,
You're rich enough.
and doggone it,
No.
opposing teams like you.
All right. That,
Stay
you
strong
ended,
and positive,
Dude,
Jerry.
You
We love
ended
you.
really
you,
strong.
You ended strong,
Ended strong.
but we got some work to do there. Okay. It started okay. We got a good name. You ended great. And that's the ending that you need on every one
How the hell
of
did we go to Al Franken in that?
I don't know.
Stuart
But,
Smalley.
but I think there's potential in this segment.
There
okay.
is.
There is.
What?
So it's
I think
funny.
we keep all this.
It's like, hey,
No,
look,
yeah, we keep it, but
the front was good and the end was good. All that stuff in the middle was sucked.
it kind of did. You know.
it was like a shit sandwich. The outside was
Yeah,
all
we
right.
could have probably summarized it like this, right? He lost Dak this week. People hate him. They want him fired. But I want you to go to the mirror, Jerry. And we could have done this in 30 seconds. Okay.
I didn't get 5 minutes of fame here. Come on, guys.
Gary's like, you was brave, you was strong, you was kind.
You gotta. It takes time to build people's up, guys.
Yeah, you took time to tell us who Jerry Jones was. And we all knew who the hell Jerry Jones
You
was.
spent more time tearing him down than you did build him up.
Ripped him apart.
Like people didn't hate him already enough. But by the time you got over there, there's 4 more dislikes on his Facebook page.
He was smacking him around before he started stroking.
Yeah.
Somebody sitting there at home said, I forgot he did that. That's what
I
I'm
forgot how terrible he was. Yeah. Oh, poor Jerry Jones. All right.
I love Jerry.
Moving on to our last segment, we're going to talk. All
the hell
right,
is
let's
this?
talk
That's
about the
what it is.
Razorback. Well, Life from the Patio put out a little short yesterday for a little pregame short before the Razorbacks played the Southwest Missouri. No, it's Missouri State.
Missouri State fight neck braces.
Neck braces is what they're called. Look us up
Although
on
I will
TikTok
say
or
this,
YouTube.
Jamie,
You can see the video.
After the game, they're no longer fighting neck braces. They're the Bears.
The
Bears.
they played a
Jamie's
very
about to
good
try to
game.
convince you how
Bears.
amazing they are.
They're a good team. You don't
They're
think
good.
they are?
Arkansas.
Okay, look.
played
No,
kinda lousy.
we should have housed them. I mean, yeah.
Should've.
Yeah, but when you look at a schedule, any schedule, Arkansas has one of the top 1 or 2, I'd argue, one of the toughest schedules in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at that game, it's a trap game in many ways.
They got some tough games coming up for sure.
The next
Exactly.
3 weeks, you'll say a lot.
It's the first game before they start their run of A&M and Alabama, and A&M
then
at one
Mississippi
time
State.
and Mississippi State, and A&M at one time was top 16.
Yeah,
Alabama's
If
perennially
you
top
think
5.
if you think A&M's not still a good team, yeah, you're wrong. They're still one of the top 15 teams in the country.
So
You know-
it's easy to overlook the team before then.
I think this game had a little more riding on it too, right? Because you got a coach.
Yep.
It had a lot more riding on it for the Bears.
Well, I mean, like you can get the Bears more pumped up for this game, right? Like you can get them
Yeah.
ready to play. And Arkansas has a heavier weight just because of all the coach stuff, right?
yeah.
It makes it one of those games that is tougher than it's supposed to be.
Well, when it's personal for one team, it makes a big difference too. And it was personal for one team, not both teams.
Yeah, because
Well, and the Bears have a decent coach.
Well, they're number six.
Offensively,
but there's
he's a
no
good
They're
one
number
coach.
six in
left.
the FCS.
Yeah.
But the real test starts next week, Texas A&M. I think they're going to watch the tape from last night and really try to take a look at what our weaknesses are, because Petrino and the fighting neck braces did a heck of a job exploiting us on the top end of throwing the ball around. They didn't run the ball very well. But now, look, we had some bright spots too. KJ Jefferson ended up with a pretty good game, didn't start so well.
We had like 8 sacks.
But Rocket Sanders, now that
Yeah.
fella is, I would argue he's one of the best running backs in the SEC right
You
now.
got a name like Rocket Sanders. I mean, you gotta.
Hold on. They got a guy named Rocket Sanders. There, I got a bumper pool. I like that.
Yeah,
man.
KJ Jefferson is a running back disguised as quarterback. That's what I always. Jefferson could play.
Well, I tell you what, I'm looking right now.
Linebacker even.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
AP came out. Arkansas did not drop.
And they shouldn't.
No,
No
I
one
don't
lost
think so.
ahead of us. No one should have jumped us either. Where did A&M end up?
23.
They didn't move after beating Miami? Are you
No.
you got this week?
Oh well, let's see.
Jamie said they
25 minutes ago,
Jamie said they did not move. And
Where
a bunch
did
of other
Miami
people
move
didn't
to?
either.
my Miami is at 25.
Okay. So someone jumped ahead of them because they only moved
BYU
one.
dropped 19. Ole Miss jumped to 16. Penn State moved to 14. They beat a bad Auburn team. I'm not buying
Yeah,
that.
they won it on the road. I mean, that's a big deal going to Jordan Hare and pull out a victory like that. That's a good win. for Penn
Tennessee
State.
moved to 11. Kentucky jumped to 8
I don't get Kentucky. Why are they so good?
because they're good.
I don't understand it. It's like
They're
there's-
well coached. He's been there for a long time.
Kentucky's kind of been on the build, right?
Yeah, they've been on the upswing for the last
Yeah, they've
5
been
years. I mean,
constantly getting better.
So the next 3 weeks we have A&M, we have Alabama, we have Mississippi State.
at Mississippi State.
What you think? I'm gonna go save you for last.
All right.
Donnie, what do you think are the next 3 games? How do you think Arkansas fares against those 3 teams? Texas A&M, Alabama, and Mississippi State.
no, Alabama's I think a loss. Beat A&M.
Oh,
I'm gonna be positive and say that they lose one game. And it's to
oh, that's
Alabama.
pretty nice. How about
That's
you?
what
Gary?
I'm gonna say.
All right. I'm gonna say they go 2-1, and they're gonna lose the game that you guys probably don't think, they're gonna lose. I think they're gonna lose to Texas A&M. That
think they're
game
gonna
is
beat
always
Alabama?
a tough game in Dallas for them. I think they'll beat Alabama. I do.
Fort and Berry.
You know what? Actually, I'm
Jamie
dead.
said they're going 4-0.
I'm 100% agreeing with Gary. I think we'll drop the ball at A&M, and I think we will beat Alabama at home and go to Mississippi State and win.
I'm going out on a limb to say the Hogs are going to be 6-0 after Mississippi State. We're going to take the next 3 games that shocked the world. This was the game we needed to get us ready for it. Thank y'all for listening today. Y'all know what to do. Hit us up. Hit the like button. Go hit the like button.
Hey, go to Apple. May drop comments on Apple, 5 stars.
Yeah, go leave us a review. You can go to our website, lifefromthepatio.com, and get to all of our social
We're
media.
YouTubing now.
Cause somebody done took from an outlaw. Take my picture down from the courthouse wall.
Next week, we will do a Life from the Patio Arkansas Razorback pregame.
Pregame. That's what I was trying to get
We
to.
out.